And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Chris Weber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Hart. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker continues to elevate his play every year. He said it's
special talent indeed. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Paul in at the 1. And for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Ennis Cantor. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. And Chris, just getting into a new year. Already injuries hitting a couple of teams.
Yeah, Kevin, get things in the year healthy. Get your guys back to it.
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the point guard. Now here's Lillard. Hits it from three-point range. And we're at the starting gates of a long NBA season. And for a team looking Doris to go all the way, what's most important to establish early?
Well, I think first and foremost, commitment to the collective, meaning are you putting team first? And obviously there's always new faces. Can you integrate those personalities and the basketball skill set, get everyone on the same page? There's so much to be worked out early.
Trailblazers on D. It's a three-point game. Here's Paul.
We know that Robert Covington made his way into the NBA as a rotation player with his defense. Wow, is he good at using that length and quickness.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Paul passes to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. To the inside, Crowder. Here's Ayton, and Covington sends it back.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Paul kicks to Booker. And it's off from three-point range.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Lillard the pass to Trent, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Paul outside.
Come get it.
From about 19 feet. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, that should surprise no one. Devin Booker so good in the mid-range.
To the paint. Here's Lillard. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now Jones following Chris Paul's 3-point attempt. Jones with 9 points last game out. And the pass to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now here's Booker, guarded closer. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Lillard against Paul, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Sharge checked in for 8. Here's Trent, defended by Booker. Clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Anthony. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Booker. Suns trail by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Terry Stotts and I got a chance to talk for a bit. One challenge that he, like all coaches mentioned, is dealing with the sharp mentality of Chris Paul. Coach said, when you play against Chris, you need to be focused at the highest level. He knows every detail and situation. If you aren't matching him in that, you're fighting an uphill battle. Chris Paul has truly been a student of the game for a long time. Guys?
Thank you, David.
We've heard the term master of the mid-range. To Chris Paul, it's apropos.
Trent passes to Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 12.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Crowder feeling it out a bit. Pass to Booker. High post shot. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. So it's Portland now. They lead by 4. Lillard outside. Anthony down low, defended by Bridges, and that's going to be a travel. And the Suns making a change here. .136 left here in the first quarter. Now here's Payne. He had 13 points in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Pass to Kaminsky. Over Lillard. Phoenix, no good that time either.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorer. Damian Lillard, 3rd.
And looking back, his points per game really underscore the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
That's good from Anthony.
You know, that's an interesting point about Carmelo, one of the most prolific free throw shooters in the history of the game. Spends a lot of time at the stripe.
Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And the Suns also making a change. Morris checked in for Devin Booker. And both free throws good for Anthony.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Kaminsky, the pass to Nader. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. In the corner, it's Little. Portland again missing. And here's Sharge. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 6. Now here's Payne. By Hood. Yes, that goes in.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Here's Simons. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action after this word. Before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's camaraderie.
What we've learned is staying together, staying with it, staying positive, and just being consistent, you know, in our work and our preparation. It shines through, and, you know, it hasn't failed us yet.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
We've got Anthony. He's out there with Little. Enes Kanter is out there with Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That's his first foul. Finds Kaminsky. It's stolen by Little.
And it's only their first turnover here, so they've done a great job of protecting the rock.
Count the basket. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Payne passes to Ayton. Kaminsky with the ball. Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Simons surveying the D. Floats one, and the rejection by Ayton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Mellow.
Anthony kicks to Hood. 4 on the clock. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Hood's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. Now Payne. Plays it up and banks it in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And the rejection by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. Here's Trent. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Passes to Nader. Unloads. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
And what you like about Nader, dating back to his college days, he's a tough guy who can make big shots.
And Greg, because you played in the league, you know that's the kind of thing that can help lengthen a career. You need rotational guys that you can count on. And sometimes when you least expect it, it's on the biggest stage. And Nader is willing to take and make tough shots.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Covington passes to Simons. Here's Trent. He's got 5. The feed to Anthony. Rebounded by Moore.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, this is a guy who consistently draws the defense's attention. DeAndre Ayton has incredible skill.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the #1 pick in the 2018 NBA draft, DeAndre Ayton, is going to be a feared big man for years to come.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. Ayton hits them both. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Paul against Lillard. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton, no doubt on the dunk.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Outside, Jones. Here's Trent, defended by Booker. Trent passes to Lillard. Yep, that one goes in there.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Now here's Booker, 7 points in the game. Cantor checked in for Carmelo Anthony. To the middle, here's Crowder, and it's denied.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Suns have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Portland leading by 5. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Sharks checked in for 8.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Devin Booker. Great showing for him last season. He was around 26 points per game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants. 2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Cantor dishes to Jones. Here's the pass to Trent. And the 3 ball is good. Trent's got 8 points.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Lillard against Paul. Charge trying to break free, and Crowder stays with it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Tipped away. Paul with the steal. He feeds it to Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Pass to Trent. The 3. Rebound by the Suns.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 2-point Portland lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Lillard. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. No good from Booker. Portland leading by 4. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game. Trent passes to Covington. No good on the 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Here's Bridges, and Covington sends it back. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Good work defensively by Paul. Crowder against Covington. And Saric kicks to Booker. Paul outside. Phoenix no good that time either. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Portland out in front, up by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
Just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 16 points and 1 assist. It's easy to see the effect he's had on his teammates. He's been the catalyst for them. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, you can see the comfortable atmosphere that these players are playing with on the offensive end. Guys understand their roles, Ernie, and they make it look easy on the offensive floor tonight, shooting a very high percentage and not making any bad decisions.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. Lillard from deep three-point land, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
Here's Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Phoenix shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, I think we know that Devin Booker is known for his shooting, but to me, guys, there's also the passing and the rebounding aspect that comes into play with him.
So he gets them both. Here's Trent. Lillard outside. Shoots it. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lillard's got 21.
How about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
And good that time.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Trent.
Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
Jones against Bridges. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Again, Phoenix.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Here's Trent, defended by Crowder. Rejected by Crowder.
Well, Crowder known for his defense, and you love to see him get high for these rejections.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Outside Crowder. Ayton trying to break free. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Ayton.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Lillard against Paul. They need this. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Traps in the tray.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. But kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
For Paul, coming off a terrific season. Last year averaged 17 points a game, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 23. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, this guy is getting better and better at finishing with force near the rim. Go to work, Devin Booker.
Here's Simons, defended by Booker. A floater, and the layup is good.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
And here's Booker. 16 points for him. Ayton with it. 16 feet away. And yes, it's good. Nader's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Here's Lillard. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Lillard's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
The drive by Booker. He gets that one. Booker's got 18 points in the game.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Pass to Simon. To the right side. 6 to shoot. And Lillard gets double teamed. Canner in the corner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Well, that's the catch and shoot ability of Enes Kanter. Always gets himself squared.
Lillard against Paul. Leans inside. That shot is off.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
The Suns have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Booker. Little, he's checked in for Portland. Rodney Hood comes in for Anthony Simons. Sharch is checked in for the Suns. Cameron Payne comes in for Paul. Both free throws good from Booker.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Pass to Anthony. It's stolen by Sharch. Payne with it. Now Anthony defending. Payne dishes to Kaminsky. Good work there as it goes. And the Suns lead by 6.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Little. The putback, can't get the putback. Here's Nader. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This guy is such a versatile big man. Dario Saric knows how to play the game. Pretty pass there.
The Suns have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. And Portland making a change here. Trent's checked in. Bridges, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Trailblazers trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot that time, not on target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And So Hood will bring it up for Portland. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
Now here's Booker. He's got 20. George, that's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Got a piece of it. And here we go. Saric all alone. And slam dunk by Saric.
Well, that's the strong defensive play by Dario Saric, making that basket possible. How alert to get his hands on the ball and start the break.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Suns lead by 10. We'll get right back to the action when we return. As we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful team.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Trailblazers trail by 10. Hood out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Now here's Payne. Booker looking around. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Now Lillard feeds to Little. There's the dish to Jones. And there's the pass to Lillard. And there's Little. That's good on the assist by Lillard.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Trent can't hit.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
For 3, Booker down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Trent. And here's Little. Lillard outside. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 33 points.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Crowder kicks to Bridges. Pass to Payne. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Trent passes to Little. Here's Trent. Fires the 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Outside Crowder. Wants to get it to Booker and does. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, this guy is an explosive offensive talent. When Devin Booker's cooking, my goodness.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Little. Robert Covington comes in for Hood. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for Phoenix, Andre Ayton's checked in for Sharch. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Cameron Payne. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Suns lead by 11.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Trent, defended by Crowder.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bridges shot, good.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Here's Simons. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Crowder. And Covington sends it back. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Ayton.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Good on both. Phoenix leading by 12. Booker outside. Here's Paul. Count it.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Here's Simons. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Get open, get open.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line for 2.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Phoenix leading by 11. Booker with it. Paul outside. Over Jones. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. In the corner, it's Bridges. Booker trying to free himself up. And there's Bridges on the assist by Booker. Booker's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Simons, defended by Paul. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Simons has got 11 in the second half. Now here's Paul. 1:12 left to play in the final quarter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Free throw drop for Paul.
Now, Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents.
Rejected by Crowder, and they're able to recover. The shot's good from Cantor. Here is Paul.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Suns.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Paul.
I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
It's stolen by Jones. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rejected by Crowder. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Booker outside. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.